Hello everyone, myself Rupanjali Talapatra from Electronics and Telecommunication Engineering Department. Today I am going to present a small video on how virtual labs can be done. The subject over here is Microcontroller Embedded System, that is in the 5th semester of ETCE. Now what we are going to do, we are going to click on Google Chrome. After that we are going to write over here virtual lab for microcontroller. After that several links will get open, but we are going to click on the first link, that is 8051 Microcontroller Applications Lab. This lab or this page has been created by IIT Bombay to know the students about how 8051 performs interfacing and how it also gets programmed. There are few experiments written over here. We are going to click on the first experiment, that is microcontroller interface with display devices. There are few sections over here: aim, theory, pretest, procedure, simulation, post-test and references. The first one is aim, which deals about the experiment that the interfacing is going to create on LEDs or 7-segment, whatever we want to do. And after this experiment, the students will get to know about interfacing of 8051 with the display devices, and they will also learn how to write a program using assembly language. Next comes the theory part. Students should go through this part very carefully to get a detailed knowledge of how LED is connected with 8051. This is a small circuit of LED. We can see this is a switch to operate the LED. This is the LED. It is connected to the resistor and the battery. Now, how LED works? It works only in forward bias condition, and in forward bias the free electrons from the N side and the holes from P side push towards the junction. After that, a depletion region is created, and gradually as recombination of holes and electrons from both the sides takes place, this depletion layer gradually decreases, and there is a flow of charge carriers or flow of current in this region, and after that the LED emits light. These two pictures shows how LED is connected in the forward bias condition and how light is emitted by LED. Now how LED will be connected to 8051 practically. This is the IC chip of 8051, we can see, and these are the pins of 8051. These Xtal1 and Xtal2 are the crystal oscillator which provides a crystal frequency to this IC chip. RST is used for resetting or to reset the 8051 from port 1. With the help of a resistor, an LED is connected, and VCC is used for power supply, GND is used for ground reference, and the port 2 is used as a switch. Now we will again scroll up and go to the pretest section. In this section there are some MCQs which students should going to solve to evaluate themselves. After that comes the procedure part, how you will perform the experiment. Students should go through this part very carefully. Only then the students will get to know how programming is done. After that we will scroll up and go to the simulation page. In this page, a note will come. This note says that this simulator does not support the timers and serial programs, so that for these programs the registers will act as normal one only. So we are going to click on OK. After that, a pin diagram of 8051 will come. This is the pin diagram. This is the SFRs, that is special function register, and the list of FARs are given below. These are the locations and values of SFRs. Now we are going to click on this show sample displays. A sample program is already given over here which shows how LED is interfaced with 8051. As we can see, LED is interfaced with here. Now we are going to copy this program and paste it over here. After that, as the first port 1 is used, so we will select port 1 from here and debug. So the LED will glow. Here the LED is glowing in port 1. Next comes, if we want to change the program or modify the program, we can do it. So how? We have to reset it first, then we have to change it over here by using port 2, then again debug, and here port 2. As in the figure, we know it was port 1 that was connected, so the LED over here is not blinking. After performing this experiment, we have our instructions. Students should go through this part, and if they have any conclusion, any problem, they should submit the answers over here. After that, there is a post-test section. In this post-test, there is also some small quiz on this experiment. Students should try to solve this quiz and then evaluate themselves and print the page and submit these answers to the respective teachers. And for any references, they should follow these books or go through these websites. Now this is all for how virtual lab should be conducted with the help of LED in microcontroller and embedded system subject. Thank you all. Looking forward for more videos.